nature of that, but that hasn't been called for yet. However, this afternoon it was discussed at the hospitals that we would be ready to gear up because we could have busy evenings.
Are you working in conjunction with any of the other hospitals?
Well, not right now.
You can handle everything that you have there
Yes.
at the moment, is that right?
Yes, that's right.
Well, Mary, just give me an idea of what some of the injuries you're seeing are. I mean, how many have people come in, and what are you seeing? Just a general idea.
We're seeing people with cuts from broken glass all the way to people that have been severely beaten.
Now, she gets back up and gets into the car, but then someone's being attacked from the other side.
Mr. Reiner earlier tonight called these people thugs. I suspect he's right on the money.
And you made a good point, too, when you said that there are people of every color and every race who will...
There you can see a lot of people drove up to the intersection, saw what was going on, and just turned around and got out of the area. Now, this is probably one of the worst incidents we've seen all night. You see this Bronco here. People surrounded the car. They dragged the driver out.
And beat him bloody. The poor guy never had a chance.
At one point, somebody stepped in there and helped him out of there. I'm wondering if this is the guy we talked about earlier.
Look at this guy.
Radio reporter, the UPI radio reporter, Bob Brill.
We don't know at this point, but look at this. It's a gang of people. Now, here's a guy apparently came to his aid here. And there are a couple of people you'll see. This is a Good Samaritan story. Finally, a couple of people took this poor guy out of the area and escorted him out of danger. Now, we don't know if this guy is someone who was one of the original assailants, because this is just bedlam down here, and it's hard to sort out who was doing what.
We should mention there have been several fires started in the area now. Earlier we had pictures, a place about 3 doors down from Tom's Liquor Store. There are about 8 fires going. We saw fire trucks go into the area, escorted by police officers about an hour or so ago. Up until then, we saw no police presence in the area, and that could be for any of a number of reasons. They may have pulled out of the area, hoping not to make the situation more volatile. They may just not have known about it. We heard the 911 circuits are overloaded this evening, people calling with isolated small incidents, but by far this seems to be the largest one, and again it seems to be the only one that we know about right now. We mentioned earlier that some of the off-ramps into these areas along the Harbor Freeway, police are advising motorists to stay off these off-ramps, to stay out of the area, because as you can see, you don't know what's going to happen down there, and people are getting hurt. The off-ramps are Gage, Manchester, Florence, or Vernon. And again, this is the corner of Florence and Normandy.
We have an advisory from the city. The police department has asked us to inform police officers that the entire department has been placed now on tactical alert status because of the sporadic violence reported in the wake of today's verdicts. What that means is that officers on duty must remain on duty. All days off are canceled, and officers normally off duty are being asked to report for duty. And LA City Fire also advises that all fire chiefs are being asked to report to work.
Okay, now the guy you see walking here, you see 2 guys in white shirts helping somebody along. That's the driver of the Bronco.
Yeah, and these apparently are Good Samaritans getting him out of the area. And they may have saved his life the way things are going there.
Yeah, things did turn rather violent about an hour ago. We saw people setting fire to mattresses, and we